23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Three down. Oh, shot. Check Mike 33. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike, check 33. Tackles. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running right is Love. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third down, here's Haskins. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Single. Go. He's mine.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Ready. 22. Exit. Man left. Going down.
Play action. Haskins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
All day. Mike 22, Mike 22. Bound to lose one. Mike 22. 22's coming, Mike.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin White able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Mike 30. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Me too.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down, Steelers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Matt Ioannidis, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Love. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their... Three timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? 50, plant. 6-6, pull it high.
He's coming, he's coming.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. Boswell's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return here is stopped.
On the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
17 yards. And the Steelers first down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 90 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Middle.
Now Roethlisberger looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, Steelers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
90 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. Swing.
Keep these 2.
Alert 3.
These 2. Let's go.
Roethlisberger will throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Take 2 of them. Here we go, here we go.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
No spacing.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Check 4. Check 4. Check 31. Check 31.
Wide right.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
That's it.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Check 33. 33.
Ain't no such thing as a look.
From the 31, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to...
And the pressure gets to him again. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mighty go. Let's go, D.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He finds Robinson. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Mike's 50. 50. Mike's 59. Hey.
Check. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Brashad Perriman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins off to Geis on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Let's go. Mike, check 33. 33. It's our time. Short. Yo, banjo.
Snap comes in one. Now Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Devin White able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A third-quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Here's Jones. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Mike 8. Mike 8.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And that is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's get off the field, D. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
Middle.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
These two. Motion.
This is Jones. Open space inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Devin White in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's our time. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Kill, 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 kill.
Throwing on third and long. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Mike 14. Mike 14. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Fourth down. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
White 80.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Black 20.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's
Help out. Jack 16.
switch gears. Shift, shift.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Roethlisberger now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Black 20.
Check, check. 59. Here I come.
So the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step.